The orders cover flags at all government buildings, and the governors are also urging private parties to do the same. That order runs through sunset on Thursday. Police say a medical issue is to blame for a car crashing into a store in South Fargo. It happened just before 6 last night. It was in the 3000 block of 25th Street South. A driver hit a second vehicle, then crashed through the glass front of the Hallmark store in the Family Fare strip mall next to Pizza Hut. The second vehicle then hit a pillar. Police say no one was seriously hurt, but there is extensive damage to the storefront, as you can see there on your screen. New this morning, 2 people are dead after a head-on crash in central North Dakota. The Highway Patrol says a Minot man crossed the center line on Highway 52 near Velva yesterday afternoon and hit another vehicle coming from the other direction. Both drivers were killed in that crash. 6:52, time now for a look at our fast track forecast with Lisa Green. Good morning.
Good morning. Today we are starting off with more light snow showers here today. So it was beautiful and sunny this weekend. Now things are changing. We have that snow falling in places like Fargo, Moorhead, stretching up into northwestern parts of Minnesota, a couple of pockets in the Dakotas as well. But zooming in on that main band, it's now more into Clay County, back into Norman, and back up through places like Clearwater County and into the Red Lake area. So again, snow showers affecting us there and in other spots here this morning too. We just had that bout move through Fargo, Moorhead. Here's our view right now. If you look closely, you can make out a little bit of fresh tire tracks there and some of that snow, but a lot of the road surface looking nice and shiny thanks to treatment from the plows that have been going by. Looking at conditions that are going to be ranging from some teens to some 30s as far as temperatures are concerned. Fargo's at 26, it's 31 in Grand Forks this morning. Thief River Falls reporting some light snow at 19, so is Detroit Lakes, and Devil's Lake at 30 degrees. So we're watching the wind. It's turning from southwesterly to northwesterly today. Right now, not too terrible here this morning north. We're seeing 5 to 15 mile per hour wind speeds in most areas. You can see Oaks gusting to 25. We'll see more of that as the day goes on. Northwesterly wind turning there as well. So that'll be the general trend, is to see that wind turn northwesterly, get a little bit stronger too. And we'll still have that potential for an isolated snow shower to come down even into the afternoon hours. So you combine that with some light wind, or rather some gusty wind, and that could lead to some visibility issues, especially out in open country. Temperatures remaining in 20s to near 30 here for the daytime hours today, and again on that breezy side. And again, this is just round one. We've got several rounds of light snow with some wind coming our way this week. Another one on Tuesday, and then especially Thursday and into Friday. That's the one I'm watching for being a little bit more powerful with wind, a little bit more snow, maybe a couple of inches of snow with that one, and a huge change in temperatures as well heading into the weekend. So changes happening right now for this last full week of January. We're really feeling like January toward the end of it. Finally, after what's been kind of a mild and quiet month, it's getting a lot more active to round out this first month of the year.
Yeah, we're bracing ourselves for that big cool down this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit tough to take. Temperatures below zero. We haven't had that in a while. So we know it's January. It's obviously a possibility, but we've gotten used to it. I think we're a little bit spoiled right now.
I was just going to say that. We didn't even realize we were getting so spoiled at the beginning of this month.
Yeah, it's been a nice break. You know, still a lot of winter left to go, but if you're not a winter lover, you know, we've got a lot of it behind us too, even as we're facing colder weather.
All right, well, hang on, everybody. We're all in this together. Thank you for that update this morning, Lisa. Time now is 6:55. A Breckenridge man expected in court this week on charges of murdering a man in Wahpeton. 33-year-old Anthony Kruger is accused of shooting Jeremiah Maidenwald in a car across the street from Wahpeton High School and Stern Sports Arena last Monday night. Kruger was arrested Friday night in Wahpeton. It's been nothing but support for a Central Cass teacher who suffered a stroke at work just before the Thanksgiving holiday. First, some coworkers saw what was happening and took care of Bradley Fornes until paramedics arrived. Fornes lost use of his left arm and leg, but the family's spirits remain high, they say, because of all of that support from their community.
Oh, the deepest thank you I could ever do, because you lay here and you worry about what you're not doing at school. And everybody filled in and took care, and everybody did okay. So.
There's a GoFundMe page for the family up and running. We have a link at valleynewslive.com. Just visit our website and click on this story. We're getting a look at another piece of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz's budget later today. He's talking about plans for health, housing, and public safety. Today's event follows the rollout of an idea on children and families and the state's economic future. Walz's entire two-year budget will be released tomorrow. Dollar General was fined nearly $3 million by OSHA in November. That's a total of more than $12 million in fines since the year of 2017. This is a story we've been investigating here for months, following several emails and calls received through our whistleblower hotline about safety concerns at Dollar General stores across our area. The Valley Today's Nishay Taylor joining us live in studio to tell us all about this continuation of really big charges.
That's correct. You know, this is something we've been following for a very long time. And since our last coverage in November, the Dollar General store under investigation by the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. This brings the total number of stores being investigated to now 5. Our investigation began in October of last year with customers being fed up with the unsafe conditions at the Dollar General location in Ada. Many of those concerns included boxes blocking the aisle of the stores, creating safety hazards. Even former employees spoke with us about safety and operational practices in stores across the country. Now, locations in Castleton, Killdeer, Tioga, and Garrison, North Dakota are also being investigated by OSHA. We've reached out to Dollar General several times but have yet to hear back.
All right, and as we know, this is a growing concern for people here in our region as well as nationally. So thank you for that continued coverage this morning, Nishay. In our Consumer Alert this Monday morning, a farmer advocacy group is asking the Federal Trade Commission to investigate the skyrocketing cost of eggs and the alleged possible price gouging or coordination among major producers. Government data shows the average price of a dozen eggs is up 60% compared to just a year ago due to a deadly avian flu outbreak. Can you believe it's already time? Tax filing season starts today. The Internal Revenue Service now accepting and processing 2022 returns. The IRS says taxpayers should expect a smoother filing season this year. 5,000 new customer service representatives have been trained in taxpayer rights and technical account management issues. Hundreds of people were on their feet for the annual Wienerpalooza Dash Hound Parade in the Florida Keys just yesterday. Nearly 150 pets and their owners took part in the parade, which was staged in Key West's historic downtown. Now, this is all part of a fundraiser for a local nonprofit that benefits animals in need. Costumes, as we see here, ranged from hot dogs and buns to mermaids and even unicorns. Organizers deliberately kept the walking route brief, though, to cater to those tiny little dash hounds' legs. That is some good looking out for those furry friends this morning. And we leave you this Monday morning with the rescue of a young deer from a plastic pumpkin prison. They trapped the deer with a net, pulled the bucket off, and sent him on his merry way. Luckily, he was not injured, and he's now been saved. A nice little animal-friendly Monday morning to get your week started. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on right here after the break. Take care, everybody.